Good morning, everyone. Clara Johnson. Say hi to everyone. She's getting a morning little rub down and brushing. She was so stubborn last night. I don't know why she was mad at me, but she did not want it. She wanted to be brushed because I did a little, what is this? She wanted to be brushed, but she was mad at me, so I got a little in. She's so silly. Don't be stubborn, right? Be smart. Anyway, just a little morning Claire. Can you say hi? Huh? Say hi. Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. It's Thursday. Claire's getting a little brush in, which I'll put on. Yeah. My cleaners are coming today, and that's not Claire's favorite day. Yeah. It's not always the same people, but, yeah. She goes down to the basement. Why she wouldn't go under the bed, I don't know, but she doesn't. She goes down to the basement and has her hiding space down there. So, but, Anyway, I usually have them every other week, and it's been a long time since I've done that for, financial reasons, but I'm so glad they're coming. It's interesting, though. I judge myself. It's so weird. I mean, I caught myself, like, because, you're letting them into your space and, and truth is, garage has been my number one focus and everything else, forget it. So, but thank you, Claire, for reminding me that I was in crisis with my job, with my garage, forgetting Mimi's birthday. But, I have to tell y'all something. So I always ask for signs. I really was truly upset. Y'all, you're at an angle. I'm sorry. If I'm trying to make this perfect, I'll never get this done. I really was upset, and I just said, Mimi, I need a sign. You're here. I'm okay. I need that you're supporting me, that I'm not alone, kind of thing. And so going through the work, and then I usually forget this stuff, right? Long story short, a man comes in, and he's from Pennsylvania. And traffic had been stopped, and they had to get somewhere in Virginia, and there's really no way other than over the bridges. It's really terrible. We had this like White's Ferry Landing, but the person who bought the land on the other side wants an insane amount of money to use it. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it should be a public right of way, but I wasn't working yesterday, so I have a coworker who's good at that kind of stuff, and he's like, well, I need to go talk to my wife. She's in the bathroom, and then they came back. So he's talking to my coworker, and she and I started talking. Lovely, lovely woman. Maybe 60, 65, I don't know. I'm bad at that. Having a really good life. And they live somewhere in Pennsylvania, and they have a house in the Adirondacks, and they go kayaking. But we started talking because she said, how do you stand this kind of traffic? She goes, I couldn't live here. I couldn't do this. And I said, I guess you get used to it. Mine isn't that bad, but trying to go into Virginia, that's a nightmare. So we're talking, and she was telling me about something. But anyway, we were talking about. I said, well, I know they have. They go down to Georgia for the winter, one of the islands in southern Georgia. And I said, well, that's better. I would not live in Florida. And she said, oh, I don't know. She said, we went down to St. Augustine. And we love it there, and Cape Canaveral, and you guys, St. Augustine is absolutely one of Mimi's favorite places. Like, I've been there because when I went to visit her, we had to go. She wanted me to see St. Augustine. She went to college there, and Cape Canaveral is everything to Mimi. It's one of her huge obsessions, astronauts, and she works at Cocoa Beach Library, but I was like, I immediately felt it. This woman was so lovely, and her nice accent. She was from North Carolina, and the man was a little freaked out, but she was just, I can't explain to you. It was like, we knew each other instantly, and I do believe this was Mimi. I mean, and think of the odds. So these people are on a highway. We are far away. We do not make sense that that's where you come to if you're sitting there. It really doesn't. So they found their way here to Potomac. I'm on the desk. I mean, it's just, there's no coincidences, right? But she was telling me, because I said, well, you picked the worst time to be heading south. You want to be right now it's like, I swear to you, rush hour starts at like 2:30 or 3. And she said, I know, but my husband. And I said, you know what? I remembered a meme from Instagram. And it's a man and a woman in a car, and the woman's in the passenger seat, except she's a corn cob, right? She's a corn cob. And her husband's driving, and he's a bunch of popcorn. And the caption says, I told him not to get seat warmers. I still find that hysterical. I told her, she laughed so hard. I said, it just captures that, right? I told him not to get seat warmers. There he is, a big old pile of popcorn. Anyway, she laughed. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell my husband the minute we're in the car. So it was amazing, and I know some people think, oh, it's coincidence, has nothing to do with it, but I know what I experience. I know what I feel. And I know a lot of you believe, but it made my heart feel so much better immediately. It's not about, I think about Mimi constantly, all the time. So it's not about remembering a date. I'm sure there's been times in the last 30 years that I've forgotten my dad's birthday. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I really did have a moment yesterday. I couldn't watch it. I just felt bad, but, she's here. And, I just would love, can you imagine if we could see the energy of how we're surrounded? So I think I've told this story before, but it's really resonated with me that, and I can't remember what book I read it in, but there was a terrible car accident, and a woman is like maybe 10, 12 spaces, cars back. And, she just knows something's going on. And so she, ambulances are coming, the whole thing. So she started praying. She said, that's what I do. I don't get angry or frustrated or bored, or I pray. Isn't that amazing? So she was praying for the people. And, later, things go on. She gets a phone call, maybe 3 days, from a state trooper saying, hey, the woman in the car that had the accident would like to meet you. Can you come to the hospital? How they figured this out? Because there was traffic cameras, there's cameras. So she's like, okay, yeah. And it turned out that, turned out this woman had died, and she was floating out of her body. And she could see the scene. And she saw all these, the only way she could describe them was the most magnificent flowers coming from this car into her car. And she saw the license plate. That's how it was. She saw the license plate and remembered. And then she woke up in the hospital, but she remembered this. And she told the state trooper, can you contact this person for me? And so I just always thought about that. If we could see prayers made visible, can you imagine? So that's what faith is, right? But I always thought that was so beautiful. And the fact that she remembered the license plate, I don't know. I don't need convincing, but woo, you guys, that's something. We're a Little Mermaid mug today. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that about Mimi. Yeah. And we have a new supervisor. It's going really well. She has experience. She has sense. Very open. Asks tons of questions. Like a miracle. So that's nice. That's nice. But I really spent time visualizing. And, sometimes I think that always happens to me. Or that it's just my luck. And, I've been reading a lot of spiritual books to sort of help myself through this time. And, and watching YouTube videos and Instagram and all that. And basics talk what you want. So if you want things to always go wrong for you, talk that. If you always want things, crazy things to happen to you, talk that. Think that. tell people, yeah, that's what happens, because that's what you're going to get. And I mean, I don't mean people are directly responsible or to be blamed if something terrible happens to them at all, but it can't hurt. So I'm trying to change that language. And I know whenever we would talk, my friends are like, oh, like, come here, we're going to have the best manager I've ever had. I'm so excited. It's going to be so interesting, maybe a little inspirational, just talk what you want. Yeah, so I have an affirmation. I'm asking the universe, God, for the most perfect and complete roommate for me and Clara and the roommate. So that's my affirmation. That's what I think in my head when I start to feel terror. But yeah, leap of faith. So anyway, that's what's going on. I'm having lunch with two of my favorite people. My one is my one of my second managers, and my best friend Beverly. We were part of the same team, so they're coming out, which is nice. And yeah, so I don't have to bring lunch. Have blueberries. But yeah, so so I just to say, I can't afford that, as opposed to I'm not going to get that right now, that's a huge thing. So what I've decided is, usually Friday nights, every other Friday night, I will get takeout or buy something. And I thought, you know what? I had 2 meals out already. I'm going to skip it. Again, it's about moderation and choice. So, and then I thought, well, you could get like a gluten-free pizza. I'm like, let's eat something out of the freezer. So we're going to see what's happening Friday. I'll bring you with me. And, yeah, I mean, really, I am going to eat darn that freezer. And I'm sure there's a lot I have to toss, but I won't know till I get there. So Saturday, I'm off the weekend. A friend may or may not be coming by Sunday. I'm not sure, but Saturday is going to be my early in the garage. I really do need to be in that garage. 6 would be perfect, but no later than 7, and just do a couple hours. So on the side, where I want to put the small freezer, I want to make a space for it. And there's a lot of stuff I pulled that I think I want to bring in my house, which is not happening. So I want to reorganize all that. And one of my bookcases I need to glue at the bottom. And I want to just check around and see what's happening, if I can find any evidence of them being there. So I want to do that. So I want to do a few hours of that. I mean, right now my car parks beautifully. My goal is met on the other side. I can open it up and put my stuff in and get around perfectly. So that's nice. And then, but I really want to get that side done, and I want to revisit everything one more time and see, do I really need this? Do I really need this? So, yeah. And then once I get everything, books that are out, not contained, back on bookshelves, and then I'm going to start letting go into those containers. And then one of my goals is, for right now, is to have all my stuff for junk journals. I mean, I've gone crazy. I have so much stuff, right? So I want to have it all contained. So I have some spots on my rolling storage, but there's some things I still need to go through. So that's just going to take time. But, I'm just going to see. I'm going to have 3 hours. What I get done, I get done. And then I can, Sunday is going to be my morning to sleep in and lollygag. My goal will be to go to the food bank and drop stuff off. And I have a little package for Joe. And then Saturday, I want to come in and work on my house. I do. I want to do all my laundry. July 1's coming. I'm going to start my different top a day and see how many I keep. And then, exciting television here, y'all. And, just kind of get my laundry. I have clothes that need to be hung up, that kind of thing. Get all that done. That always makes me feel good. And then I want to take you in with me to my library. I want to do a little bit in my library because I want to feel comfortable on my treadmill. I mean, I can do my treadmill, but I just need a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to hang up my Pez's, take you with me on that, and show you got a couple decisions to make. And that will make me happy. And, yeah. And then I have this red storage thing full of, like, notebooks and paper and stuff like that. So I want to go through and see if there's anything brand new that I can put in a bag for the food bank, right? Because they're collecting stuff in July, note paper, notebooks, composition notebooks, crayons, that kind of stuff. So in honor of my dad's birthday, I do, and my brother's birthday is the 4th of July, I want to make a donation of something, you know. Even if I go to, some are more specific, like they want composition books that are half blank, half to write on, which I don't think Dollar Tree has that. Maybe Walmart. I think Walmart's composition notes are actually cheaper than Dollar Tree. I think they were 97 cents. So I'm gonna look into that. But I'm gonna remain calm. I'm not gonna use this as a reason to buy too much. I'm gonna keep it really low this year. But yeah, and then just zip around my house, you know. There's a lot. What I'm gonna do is get everything in my first floor that's art into the garage, right? Except things that might not do well in the garage, you know. Because I really want to start, I mean, one day my kitchen table will be cleared. I know it. I feel it. I feel it will be cleared. And I want to start doing some art. I want to start just sitting there and playing. And the point is, I don't need, now if you're doing like a junk journal and you're doing Christmas, you know. But if I'm doing this, it's just, I'm looking for more vintage sepia kind of things. So I want to do that. Yeah, so that's kind of, I want some fun. I need to start having fun stuff and thinking of goals, you know, that are experience oriented or that kind of thing. It's just when you feel like I really do want to move forward with a roommate and I really want the first floor done. And there's a couple monsters, a couple things. But you know what? Nothing will be as hard as my garage was. Nothing. And worried about breathing in mouse business. And the only thing I'm thankful that it was so, the weather was so amazing. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to end. I'll be checking in with you. I want to, I got to get dressed. I got to do a couple more walk arounds and, yeah. So I hope you have a good one. Thank you so much. And, yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you the inside of my refrigerator. It's not scrubbed down yet, but this is where I have like open food I should eat. So I got my zoodles, I got my green soup, I have my open lasagna, spaghetti sauce, I have eggs, I have some spinach, some peppers, I have an apple here. So some blueberries, my plum. This stuff does not look good. I thought, you know what? You could do this and sit outside, but it was pushed to the back, y'all. My little shots. And on the side, I still have kind of a bit. I couldn't let go of that ranch, y'all. That's crazy. These are drinks. I need to go through them. Some more alcoholic drinks. On my seltzers. Some yogurt. I don't know. This yogurt was not agreeing with me. I wanted to try this, though I will not be doing much yogurt, but banana cream. This is some red pepper hummus. And I got lots of drinks back there I need to go through. And this is so like cheese and stuff. Butter, cream cheese. I got some stuff. I want to make some egg muffins. Still have this cheese, y'all. I wonder if it's good. Some ham. Yep. That I should like it. Well, this is pretty good dressing. Some pineapple. So yeah, over here. So this is kind of, it's looking, I think it's looking good. Yeah, but good Lord. So yeah, good Lord, I have lots of drinks. So it's a work in progress, you guys. So, yeah, I might freeze a ham for an emergency ham, but I'm going to do that. I have some bacon I should eat up because I'm going to let go of eating pork. Eat all the pork before you don't eat pork. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And make some egg muffins. I'd like to have those made for the weekend. Just when I'm hungry, need a snack in the morning. I'm going to see. Everyone thinks they like microwave great. I don't know. We're going to try that. And then I wanted to show you. This was what I was talking about. I could not find. Color your own stickers. It's not fun. So these are going to go in some junk journals. I might give sheets to my friends. They're just cute, right? I like cute. And then I wanted to show you this. I think I'm going to do a short on it this weekend. And if I could find the thing I ripped out of the magazine, I would show you. But I can't. So I have a bunch of these. They're all Stampington, Somerset, old kind of art magazines that I'm just going through to give some to Joe. Because they're fun to look at. And one woman, and I don't remember her name, and I know I have the piece of paper somewhere, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. She taken old tin watercolor sets and made them something else. So I have this one, which is paper, right? And it says an educational set for home and school use. Copycat paint box, 32 colors. American Crayon Company from Ohio and New York. But isn't that? So what she did is she did like a collage here. And then she took like little pictures. They were a little bit bigger, but took little pictures, took like put a word. So, and I might try them, right? But how fun is that? And so I told myself, before you lose it and start y'all hunting these things down on the internet, let's see what we got. I feel like I might have one more somewhere, but I got one now, right? Because it's not exactly like hers. Doesn't mean I have to hunt it down. But tell you what, I do this one, then maybe I can get another one. I mean, trying to change my thinking. Like, use what you got, and if you love it, maybe you can get another one. But sometimes, one's enough. You bought enough to make 20, but one was really more than enough. But Beverly and I share the same affliction. But yeah, so I've done enough in my house. I had a couple minutes. I thought, hang on, let's just talk to y'all before I post up anything. Yeah, but I'm gonna, I have so many ideas. See, and this is what happens. I kind of overwhelm myself, as you all know, that we're good friends now. But I really want to train myself to look at my to-do list. Or I need to do, like, look at my home caring list, my self-caring list, my mental health list, whatever, just to-do sounds like, we all know what a to-do list is, right? But I'm going to just try to re-educate my brain. And I know it takes time, but it can be done. It can be done. And there's miracles afoot all the time, and I am absolutely on my knees praying for miracles for everyone, not just me, but, I'm talking fast because I'm whipped up trying to get stuff done. And then I'm keeping my temperature up a little higher than normal, saves a few coins. And yeah, right now I'm humid. And it's a cute shirt, y'all. I've never worn it in my closet, but since I'm having lunch with my friends, I thought I'd whip it out. It's not the most lovely material, but we'll see how I do. But it's so cute. My mom and I were crazy, or she was crazy about polka dots. So let's all take a breath. Let's all take a minute. Don't want to be sending crazy energy your way. So in the library, there's a big acoustic problem that they did not think about, and they won't, I believe, fix it, right? So we're going to move forward with it, and the next library probably will benefit. So it's twofold. I have a voice as someone who could be on Broadway stage and hit the back row. And I get excited and enthusiastic. But sometimes it's so loud in there with kids that I can barely do my job. Like I think, do I need noise canceling headphones just to do an interaction that's a little complicated? So it's twofold. But I'm really working on when I'm out there to keep my voice down and moderated. So that's that. That's a work in progress too. Oh God, hold on. I have forgotten to turn my alarm off. And I don't want to freak Claire out. But yeah, work in progress, y'all. Work in progress. Maybe I should get a tattoo. I really do want to get one here because when my mom was in the hospital and in and out of rehab, it was such a nightmare. I wrote choose love. Because sometimes the anger I felt was ancestral anger. Like I am not, I like to say I'm not an angry person, but I think I've suppressed a lot of my negative, angry emotions and it comes out. I mean, if you don't own it, anger is there. I mean, we have that for a reason, right? For biological reasons, for all kinds of reasons. But my anger was stunning to me. And pretty much everyone around me. I just went in mode of like, don't mess with my mother. And I knew what was best. Y'all did not know because she's my mother. But I wrote literally in a Sharpie, choose love. because I didn't want to, I mean, I could not have any deep thoughts. Like I could not think, wow, you know, this could be a lot of anger that you haven't expressed in your life. And right now there's no control and you can't tap it down. Right? And you know, and I do remember, I've said this before, I won't go into it right now. But I was on my phone with my therapist and something was just a nurse was making me very angry. Some people are just so cruel. And whatever the reasons are, I don't care. You know, I have bad days. I do my best never to be mean to anyone. Sometimes, you know, especially vulnerable people, right? So I'm on the phone with my therapist and he said, all I'm going to tell you is when the police come, they don't come for the staff. So did not want to be banned. So I kept it together, but I need to do some journaling on that anger, right? And, you know, I haven't had one in quite a while. I think because I'm growing myself up, but after my mom died, I would have temper tantrums, at least one a week. I'm not, you know, as if that helps, but it was like, I guess I had this anger. And then one time I had one in my room and the cats got so upset. They went and hid. And I thought, okay, I'm upsetting the cats. That's not what I want to do. And if I went in the car and screamed, then maybe my neighbors would call the police. So I'm going to get back to my journaling. I really want that to be something like, oh, I can't go. I'm going to be late because I got to do my journaling. I mean, it takes at the most 15 minutes. Like, you know, I just got a little CLARA bothering me for food first thing. But you know what? If I'm getting up earlier, she's okay. She can wait for a little bit. But yeah, so there's just random thoughts coming my way. But yeah, Saturday, I may wake up and be really tired, and that's okay. But I'd rather get in the garage and do my thing and rest in the afternoon because I don't know. Let's check. It's going to be 88. Looks like humidity. So that's a good plan, y'all. That I'm going to remember. Because then I start negotiating. Well, you can do it Sunday. No, really don't want to do it Sunday. Going to do it Saturday. So that, and then I can lay around and watch some movies. But that's the plan. I don't want to think, oh, the garage is done, because it's not. But I don't want to, you know, I know I'm not going to be in there for 6 hours. Well, I can't because of the heat, you know. But I can definitely do on my days off, you know. I think it's a lot easier to get up early. And I don't, you know, when you're not getting home until 9 and you started your day at 5. It's a long day. But also it might make me tired at the end of the night. And I just go get myself, you know, washed up into bed. Anyway, I love talking this through with you guys. I really do. It helps me so much. And I can help everyone should have a YouTube channel. I know. My friend's like, I could never do it. But you know what? We're all different. And this has been the best thing I've ever done for myself. So, yeah. I do have some Trader Joe's. Not Trader Joe's. I have some Dollar Tree Temu stuff that I want to at least haul. So I can make decisions about it. I mean, this is from like February, March. I mean, you know, I'm definitely moved past that stage. And I have a pause button right now. That's really important. But yeah, okay, guys, I'm going to be late because I'd rather talk to y'all. And, but I'll see you somewhere. I'm going to try to put all this together sometime. But YouTube's really been fighting me. Like, I don't know why. Yesterday, the one that was almost an hour went up quickly. Sometimes a 15-minute one won't go up all day long, which is so frustrating. Sometimes I'll start another one and that will go up. So I don't know. I wish I knew what it was. I do nothing different. Could be maybe the time of day or, you know, do they get priority? I'm on the lower end because I'm not like a paid YouTuber. I don't know. It's interesting. I've tried to research it. People just say to do a second video. So the same video twice. Sometimes that 2 might pop up and then I delete one. Who knows, right, y'all? It's just all magic and miracle. All right, guys, take care.